All right, let's try to do this without interruptions, without cursing, without, not cursing from me, from everybody else around here. We have a 2000 Corvette with the big 5. I can't do it like Erico does it, but it's got a 2000 Corvette with a 5.7. Customer bought it from an auction, dropped it off at the shop, said battery goes dead. They called me, and I'm here. I did come and do an initial check a couple days ago. Threw my little amp clamp on there, pulling about 560 milliamps. It was raining. I said, you know what, I'll come back, charge the battery, we'll pin the doors, let it go to sleep, which is what we did. I came by this morning, pinned the doors, pinned the hood, put a battery charger on it, went and did some other calls, came back. Just wanted to make sure it go to sleep. It went to sleep, and it's got 500 and about 550. I did, when I was here the other day, I took my, I'm gonna jump around a bit. I grabbed my thermal imager because, man, I love this tool. Really good for parasitic draw. Try not to slam the door because we have the, whoa, door latched and we don't want to bang on it. I did cheat a little bit, and I kind of went over, you know, nice glare, right? Okay. Went over the fuse box real quick, look for anything that's hot, wait for this thing to calibrate. I didn't see anything. I took my voltmeter. I did the old voltage drop across the fuses trick. Oh, I shouldn't have shut that off. I did the voltage drop across the fuses. I didn't see anything. I said, okay, I need to get inside the car. And that's when I said, okay, I'm gonna come back. We're gonna pin the doors, put the battery on charge, and all that fun stuff. The owner of the shop did tell me he did go into this fuse box under the passenger footwell and pull the radio and the amp fuse because they are common. And he's correct, they are common, especially when this thing has an aftermarket stereo. So I get in here, and of course the first thing I do, I'm gonna put it back on now that I shut it off. Dummy. Let this thing calibrate. Oh, look, a nice image. All right, mirror image, there I am. Okay, let calibrate, we're good. We're about 72 degrees. Let's go over to the fuse box. Ah! That ain't gonna work. How can I do this? I could go like this. Okay. All right. Now, right. Oh, glare. Let's try. Whoop, glare. Come on. Right. Let's see if I get that bullseye right on there. See that bullseye right there? That fuse is a little bit warm. Calibrating. Everything else is 72. And right there's 75. But watch this. We go over this way, and the body control module is lit up. That baby's on. 80 degrees. That's your parasitic draw right there. That's staying on. But that was kind of helpful. Under the heading, I'd rather be lucky than good. I did notice that one fuse looked to be, I'm trying to shoot the thermal imager at the fuse box and shoot the camera at the thermal imager. I wish I was better at this, but I'm not. So I saw that fuse looked hot right there. So shut that off. Go to my fancy wiring diagram. Not. That is fuse number 3. Lumbar, 15 amp. Awesome. Jump in here. Oh, let's not do it that way. Let's not do that because we may wake the module up or something, right? I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Come on. This is what happens when you don't do videos for a while. Oh, gotta get this out of the way. I got no light under here. It's gonna start raining in a minute. Oh, I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. There's no way. There's no way. Come on. Come on. Get it. Get it. I can't see it. Oh, I had it. I'm blocking myself with the camera. Okay. Try to recalibrate here. I got my voltmeter leads across that fuse, and I have voltage drop. Actually, a little more than I had before. And climbing. And I am in there, and it's pretty steady. If you want to be sure, I can pull it out, and it drops back down. So what I'm going to do is, real quick, make sure I didn't disturb anything. I'm going to make sure I still have that 530 milliamp draw. Back under here. And we're going to do the old pull trick and just pull that fuse. I'm not sure what else it feeds, but we'll pull that fuse now. Ta-da! And here comes the rain. Raindrops are falling. Yeah, it's starting to rain. Awesome. Because it does not look friendly. So, real quick, I'm going to go pull a diagram, find out where that lumbar fuse goes, and we'll see if we can make a full video of this. Alright, let's try to pick up where I left off if I can. But I will get interrupted. Everybody seems to have a little bit of an interest in this car and what's going on and how you're making out. So the number 3 fuse, I would show you a diagram, but my screen has got a ton of glare. It's just not going to work. Simple enough though, it splits between the 2 front seats. The lumbar for that one and this one. I went over, I unplugged that seat. The drawer didn't go away. I came over, I see this underneath the seat. Yeah, some bare wire. No, I didn't do that. I unplugged this connector and the drawer goes away. So that's my feed to the lumbar, the pump in the seat, and then it actually goes to the pump first, and then from the pump it goes to the switches. What I'm going to try to do is, and again, somebody's been in and out of here. This is broken. This has got some nut on here. I'm going to try to get this apart and see if I can just unplug the switch to see if a switch is stuck, and then we'll condemn the lumbar, the pump, and if not, then maybe it's a stuck switch. But somebody's been in here, so let me see if I get this thing apart. Like I said, it's a little, this thing spins. The clip on the inside is broken, it's spinning, so I gotta see if I can try to grab it and get this apart, and we'll go from there. And I can't hold the camera while I do it. So that was my update. I should have brought you along, sorry I didn't. But yeah, that seat unplugged, same thing too. The seat, the plug was kind of hanging out there too, so somebody's, I think, has been in here. All right, stand by, let me get this apart. Let's try to wrap this up because it's about to start raining. I got the switch out far enough to get that thing unplugged. Whoop. Come on up, follow me. Walk with me. And 70 milliamps, 60 milliamps. And my meter may be a hair off. It's been sitting here a while, let's recalibrate it. Yeah, I mean, I'm standing at 2, so this is not the most accurate way to do this. Before somebody says that, I know this gives me a really kind of close enough for this situation. Otherwise, I would pull out the scope and do it. But reset it in 0.03 with the switch unplugged. If I can show you this, if there's not too much of a glare. Oh, it's horrible. Fuse 3 to the left side seat pump. Feeds, oh, come on, I don't know where my cursor is. There we go. Fuse 3 comes down, feeds the inside of the seat pump, all one assembly. The relays, latches the relay, well, I should say latches, but activates the relay, puts the motor on, the pump. There's your, I can't even read it, side bolster, upper bolster, lumbar, right? Comes back out and then goes, go the other way, to the switch. Get it? So I got power coming in one side, and I got power coming in the other side. But when I disconnect the switch, my drawer goes away, which tells me one of those switches is probably stuck and it's running the pump. And that would explain my 1/2 to 3/4 of an amp draw, depending on when, I guess, how long it's been on. But that's with the seat switch disconnect on the left seat. I'm going to suggest they pull that whole seat apart. Hold on, can I flip this around? No, I can't. I'm going to suggest they pull that whole seat apart, and if that switch is actually stuck and it's been keeping that pump on, I'm going to guess the pump is probably shot too. Best bet is probably try to find a used seat or pull that whole seat out, replace the switch and the and that pump assembly would probably be the safest way to do it. But that's me and my suggestion for right now. I know where we're at. Guy's throwing clothes out of the bathroom. Interesting. And that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. See ya.